Mud-made Detroit lady cruisers and all out. Pretty psycho. Pontiac like riders. The Middletons. Deep town and peace riders. Hot spot rollers and we burning up the city. Got the savages.
What's up, everybody? And we're live again out here in Yuma, Arizona. I'm Tony Vegas. This is my man,
Danny's son.
Yes, we're out here in beautiful Yuma, Arizona at the third annual Los Pyscholists Brews and Cruise Poker Run. We are graciously here with this legend, Mr. Jimmy Peak. Oh man, I'm so happy that Mr. Jimmy Peak is here.
Come on,
welcome, man.
On.
Welcome.
I'm happy you guys are here,
hey, man.
When I heard you guys were here, that's why I came.
Oh man, we were coming because you were coming.
I'm not even joking. I was talking to Polly about that.
Oh
I
man,
the show that much to where, you know, I mean, it makes it to me, and I told you this in the past.
Yes.
That to me, it makes a difference of these events in general when your guys' presence is
there.
man,
we greatly appreciate it. Yeah, we greatly appreciate it. We try to do what we can do, and you know, highlight all this stuff because we part of it. We part of it. We enjoy it. We committed.
Yeah,
we committed.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we all committed, but we committed.
At least I can choose what days I want to YouTube. You guys committed.
Yeah, we committed. We committed.
Weekly Thursday.
Weekly Thursday.
Hey, speaking of the YouTube, yesterday you posted you have a new camera, so you're going to be making some new videos pretty soon.
So basically, I mean, I talked about that when I chimed in on your guys' podcast about the fact that I've been lagging. It's not a matter of lagging. I actually have video footage just stacked up.
Yes.
The problem is my device, my phone that I pretty much use, like a lot of people use for social media. The space, I was just like you.
Yeah.
I was just deleting and deleting and deleting to where I just I'm over it. So I recently upgraded to the 13. I got mass space, and so now I'm able to move forward with the videos that are coming up.
Cool.
And we'll keep it more consistent, is what it is. I personally hate the fact that, you know, I've talked to a lot of people today, and I'm actually didn't know that many people were really watching the channel. I'm just saying, like, I talked to people I don't even know, you know, and they're like, oh yeah, my wife and I, you know, and I'm like, they're both watching, like, oh, you know, and she's giving the husband a hard time, like, oh, again, you know, they're like, episode this and that. And I had this conversation a couple times today of saying that, and this goes back to even doing this, I was talking to Polly about, like, even supporting you guys. The popularity thing and getting your name out, it's like, for me, I support this because I enjoy it and I like it.
Hey, we appreciate
YouTube because I had a conversation with a couple of fabricators today, and I said, look, I'm doing this, it's because I'm trying to help the next guy who wants to get into this, you know? It's like when I was started, there was nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I had to learn it all on my own. So I try to portray no secrets.
Yeah.
The best I can, you know. Of course, I got my little things that I do, you know.
We all got something in our back pocket.
That's what makes you special.
Yeah.
But when it comes to just standard fabrication and bicycle building, there are no secrets out there. It's all out there. It's already been out there. The problem is that nobody's going to take the time to, like, put together a YouTube channel and share that. It does take a lot of time, as you guys know. It literally doubles my labor time.
Yes.
I don't charge people for that.
Yeah.
So, you know, but it's a passion.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Is why you guys are doing this. You guys do it because you love it.
Yes, because we love it.
So that's the thing.
You know, and we all, like, we actually, like, kind of split duties in our thing. I mean, I come up with pictures and the graphics. Danny does all the cool videos that you guys are seeing on the show, which are I enjoy watching his videos. But but we really enjoy doing this because it's just like we're
it's not a
complete
job.
opposite. Now it became a job.
Well,
it became a job. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it's work, but you're right. It's not a job.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
What's up,
but
buddy?
it's not a job. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
And
yes.
But when
it's that love-hate.
It's that love-hate, exactly.
It's like we're not going to stop. You know, there are days where you're just exhausted, beat, tired.
Sometimes the days
then
come.
you wake up the next morning, as soon as you're fresh, you're like, I'm ready to go again.
Because sometimes Thursdays come up too fast for us. And we're like, gosh. And then I got that Wednesday night. I'm all up and just posting and creating flyers and contact and bike of the week. And I'm up to like 2 o'clock in the morning putting it out. But the outcome after is like, it is really, really refreshing to see how it pans out.
I know. All I can tell you is when I watch what you're doing, you make me tired just watching. I'm not even joking. I'm saying I'm paying attention. All the tagging, all the hashtagging, I'm paying attention. I see all of that.
Yeah.
And that is so much work. To the average person who's on social media, they're like, oh, this is cool. And they're not really breaking it down or analyzing like that. But for me, I mean, I'm just like so OCD. It's like I see everything, you know? And so when you do that, and then what I was going to say is like you with the graphic art, which I have a background in. My website is all me.
Oh, nice.
I did all the photoshopping, everything.
Nice.
So, and then with you with the photography, what's interesting or what's really cool is that it's a perfect mix. Like you're like, I don't want to do that, and you're like, I don't want to do what he's doing either.
Yeah.
But together we can make it happen.
We can make it happen.
Yeah.
We can definitely make it happen. And and then when I watch your shows, like it does take a lot of work to do this. And then I enjoy the bloopers. That is like one of my favorite parts of the whole show is the bloopers. And it's like make a killer day, and then the plane comes, and you're like, oh my god. And then this is happening. You drop it, and then it's like the logo's backwards. It's like. That makes the show interesting. That makes the show it's just not blah 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 blah. Which when he talks is great, but when you have that little extra oomph in it, it's just like the movies.
Yeah.
In the movies, when you start watching a good movie, and it's like we just want that little extra, and then Jimmy Peak has that little extra on it.
Exactly. When you go to the movies, I mean, obviously that took off probably like late '90s, early 2000s. They started showing bloopers at the end of the film. And for me, I mean, when I started doing that, it was basically to loosen things up because when I do my videos. I don't know if you guys or if anybody even notices this, but I try to do them with no edits.
Yeah.
There's I don't have two cameras. I don't have it to where if I screwed up this line, I can edit it over here and start. Or you don't see the picture splicing. It's like one take.
Yeah.
So yes, I'll be honest with you. I've done numerous segments where I've had 3, 4, 5 takes, and then usually that's where the bloopers come in, you know. And so when I started throwing the bloopers in at the end, it was mainly just to show people, look, I'm just like everybody else. There's no perfect freaking peak cycles going on, even though I try to make the production as clean as can be. When I do the bloopers, it loosens things up because it kind of gives off a little more of my Jimmy Peak, like as a person, you know, and so again, it goes back to the fact that you enjoy those.
They're just fine, but still the knowledge that you have on it. Like I go back anytime I need a specific thing that I need to do. I literally go back and I start searching through all of your things. I go, he's talked about it at this episode or this episode, like the wheels with the wheels. He has a wheel episode that tells you from a skinny wheel all the way to a 5-inch wheel, and he breaks it down
that episode alone.
That is the most knowledgeable.
That on to so many people. I'm like, if you really, really want to learn what bottom brackets and bottom bracket spindles will line up with what wheel hoops and hubs, period, just watch that, and then you won't be wasting your money buying things that are just not going to work. I literally had somebody hit me up yesterday on the way out. I was getting ready to come out here, and he's like, hey, man, he goes, I know you had this he didn't even say the episode. He goes, I know you have this gimmick of using a spacer or something so that you can slide fork tubes into the trees without scratching them up. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I go, check out episode and I go, not only, because he wanted a picture of what I was using. I said, well, not only show you what I'm using, but it'll break down the procedure of how to do it.
Yeah.
And he's all, thanks, man. And it's that easy for me. What it is that And instead of Timmy trying to explain it on a text, and shooting pictures back and forth, it's been really nice to.
I used that tip. I did. The one that you're talking about, I used it. No, the cool thing about your show is, like, there's a lot of YouTube shows that, like, how to, and they do it in the garage, and you're like, cool. But the thing about yours is like, it almost feels like you're watching a Netflix show or a show that you would see on reality TV. That's the feel that it has. So that's what I like how you say you overanalyze everything. I do the same thing, and I look at that, and that's why I'm like, that's why it has the it. If that makes sense. And that's why I think I'm like, yeah, that's 100%. I'm like, you're good at it. And that's, again, it's not a popularity thing. It's just that you see it. You see it, and just having the how-to, whatever, you work at your speed, but once it comes out, it's right on time, if that makes sense, because it's like, okay, you did it how it works for you, and that's what you need to keep doing, what works for you, because that's when it comes out best, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it does. It always comes out best. And that's why I appreciate that, because, again, it's like watching a Netflix show. It looks good on TV, not just on your phone, but I put it on my TV while I'm doing something, or just to watch it where I'm like, no, I got to really pay attention, because you'll have the information that you need. Yes. Yeah.
You gotta watch things like that. I mean, like he said, he's like, nobody taught me to do this. Nobody taught me. Well, you got a channel, the Jimmy Peak channel, that you can actually go on and learn some things if you guys want to start building these things, and then you don't waste your time. But if you go on his show, I'm going to let you know right now, if you go on his show and you got some secrets from him and you got some things, make sure to tag the man. Make sure to hashtag the man. I learned from Jimmy. I learned from him. I found out episode blah, blah, blah taught me how to do this.
I appreciate
give that love back, because it helps things going, man. It's like I keep seeing this TikTok video say, how come you ain't famous? It's because you ain't sharing the secrets. You ain't sharing the information. This is the time when you guys do something, always shine and let the other people know where you got that information from, so it can keep on going. Because if you let it keep on going, man, it's an unstoppable thing. Right. It is a definitely unstoppable thing. His channel is very knowledgeable. This man is very knowledgeable.
I so appreciate the kind words, and I just want to say, look, it's like when I do this channel, I've said this many times before. Look. There are a lot of knowledge guys out here, super knowledge guys. Warren starts talking to me about BMX bikes, and I'm like way out there. So what I'm trying to explain is that when I do my channel, by far do I put myself in a position of a know-it-all. I just try to share what I have learned firsthand. That's it. So sometimes it may not be the way you want to do something, and other times it may be like the perfect thing you're looking for. I just want people to know that when I put it out there, I don't put the channel out there as like just some know-it-all. At the same time, I don't think you can you can YouTube search bike, whatever it is that you're looking for, or how to mount a bottom bracket or a headset or whatever. 99% of them are built on road bikes, BMX bikes, and mountain bikes. There isn't anything for custom cruisers until and then Chris Burke.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris Burke out there. Shout out to Chris Burke.
So,
also got a good
I watch it.
So,
and what I love about Chris, I'm going to tell you this, and I haven't really had this conversation with him, and I we know each other, we talk to each other. He was actually in one of the build-offs. I had him as one of the contestants for OBC, and so we're super tight, super humble guy. And what's interesting about his channel is everything he does is different than the way I do it. Yeah. So I've been meaning to talk to him, and I know we'll do this going forward. I just haven't had time. That I would love to do a tag team episode to where even if we're not together, to where we edit it together, to where it's like, well, Chris does it this way, but Peak does it this way. Not that either way is wrong. You just pick which way you feel works for you.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking. Everything he does is completely different than the way I do it. Yeah. And when I watch it, that's why I like watching. I'm like, damn, I didn't even think about doing it like that. And so
I see something different.
But we can't change our ways. He's comfortable with the way he does it. I'm comfortable with it.
And they both work. Yeah,
they both work.
Yep.
And so I super appreciate that. Not to mention, he's like, when I say I'm lagging, he's starting to freaking pass me up on like just even like how consistent he's been.
Yeah.
And now he's in with the what is that thing they just did with the how they're voting for it right now.
Oh, the
They're
bike of the
how
bike
to
of the
or what is it?
The bike of the week?
Yeah, so
he got picked on one of the bike of the
I'm
week.
just like, I'm like, that's super, super cool. And the guy has a lot of drive, I'm telling you. And what's funny is, like I said, even the way he does his videos are completely different, too.
Yeah.
His whole style is completely different, but as entertaining, like compared to, I'm in my office, blah, 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 blah. And then Chris is like, yeah, man, like, I'm like, and then he does, and when he goes to another scene, he like does the hand in the camera. I love that, Here I'm using like apps with like spins and moves, and he just clobbers the camera, and I'm like, his whole thing is so good to where, back to, I don't mean to talk about Chris so much, but I'm just saying, I am not here like trying to have a YouTube channel. This needs to be the almighty channel.
No,
Every YouTube channel or anything that you guys are doing with the scene, what Chris is doing with the scene, what I'm doing with the scene right now, that's
we're creating
pretty
content.
much it, right?
We're
YouTube-wise,
we're creating content. We're creating content inside of our bike life. We have channels. We have people. And if you guys are people out there that are kind of like interested in doing things like this, do it. We encourage it. So that's just more stuff we can talk about.
Yes.
We do encourage this. We do encourage this.
You're opening a can of worms.
Yeah,
literally.
It says like we're at like the cusp of starting all new things. The pandemic had a good help on us for us to come out to create things like this. Yeah. So we're doing it. We want to share this knowledge. We want to have the people in our circle that we can actually boast on about them and push them out there. Jimmy Peak is graciously one of our sponsors, and that's why we push him on our show. Because why? Because he has knowledge on something, and all of the other sponsors that we have, they have something, so we push them. We have a centralized thing that we do, and then that's what we want to do. We want to share the bike life experience in all ways that we possibly can, man. But hey, man, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Before we sign off, I don't want to leave out BK. So
BK42.
I'm just saying.
Yes,
I
with his videos.
Like, oh, what about us over here?
Yeah, so, BK42 also, because BK42's got a lot of good videos.
So between BK, you guys, Chris, myself, I mean, I'm waiting for T-Flow to start freaking Ride Vibe TV again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yep. So it's like the more this happens, the more it networks, and then the more things just start to grow and the support's there and everything else. Because like I said, we all talk about something different.
Yeah.
Even though BK could be another version of what podcast is, not to mention it's on the other side of the world, but a different time zone, everything. So it's great just seeing the perspective. Like what they're seeing, what's going on over here is nothing that's going on over there. Yeah. And so the bike culture, the style of building, it goes on and on and on. So with Chris, exactly what I was saying about, he's doing the same thing as me, and it's completely different than the show-wise, And so, like I said, T-Flow was doing Ride Vibe with OBC, actually OBC TV. Now T's gonna be like, man, now you just called us out. Now I gotta freaking set up the cameras and everything. But I love that. I love that when they were doing that, and I get it. It's work. Look, I'm telling you, I have my times where I'm like, I just can't get in there, And when you guys are talking about being committed, my hat's off to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Not only just every Thursday. You guys are traveling to in between.
Yeah, dude, it's been a fortunate thing. It has been a fortunate thing that we've been doing. So
all I can say is I support you guys. Like I was talking to Polly about this earlier, and it's like when I support this show, it's not a matter of me promoting Peak Cycles. It's more to support what you guys are doing.
Hey, man, we greatly appreciate it.
So I appreciate all the shout-outs and everything, but I'm just telling you that I do it strictly for the fact that I enjoy what you guys are doing.
Hey, man,
thank you
very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You guys heard it here.
Was that good?
You guys heard it here with Mr. Jimmy Peak, and stay tuned. We're gonna have some more guests in a minute. You gotta have Jesus Mendoza coming up from the Yuma boys, and then we're also gonna have Spokes for the Folks be coming up here soon. So check this out. So hey, thank you. Hey, and if like how Jimmy Peak usually says, go ahead, sign it out. Go ahead and sign it out. How your closing in your show?
My closing? Go
ahead. Go ahead.
How you end your show?
How do you end your show? Make it a
Oh, you want me to do that?
Yes.
Yeah. I got to think about it now. Here
okay, wait. Here.
Ready?
Like we say here in the Pedals Up podcast, if you ain't got a bike, get a bike.
You
Stop
ready?
being lazy in your goddamn life. And how Jimmy says in his show is...
That pretty much wraps it up for Pedals Up podcast. Hope you enjoyed today's version of What's Happening at Pedals Up Podcast. And until next time, make it a killer day.